All league. All league. Right. UCF with an 8-point lead on SMU, 36-28. SMU just shooting 30% in the first half, lowest halftime percentage for a UCF opponent in conference play. Matt Schick along with Mark Adams, sometimes called Enthusiasms. Hopefully you can sense that here in the broadcast. And you brought to our attention some guys that need recognition. If you had a vote, if you're in the deciding vote for who's all league, I mean, we got it right here.
We've got a big enough sample size, so why not lay it out there as the guys I think have done the best so far in the American that's given us all these tremendous memories, and guys have made big shots after big shots. My All-American Athletic Conference team, Corey Davis Jr., a leader. Don't even pay attention to the numbers. All these guys lead in different ways. The freight train from Cincinnati, Jaron Cumberland, B.J. Taylor, who's been stop today so far offensively, but as an offensive dynamo for UCF. Shiz Alston, a smooth offensive game for Temple. Marcus McDuffie, senior leadership for a resurgent Wichita State team over the last 2 weeks. And Jeremiah Martin, who went for 41 in the second half of the game this year. Those are my 6 guys to keep your eye on. Right now, they'd be my choices for All-American Athletic Conference.
And B.J. Taylor, we'll have our eye on him in the second half. Scoreless in the first half for the 6th leading scorer in the league. It's an 8-point game. Knights with the edge. A few minutes to go till second half tip. What's next? Back at Moody Coliseum on the campus of SMU, the home team trailing by 8 at the break. The Knights, preseason pick to win the American Athletic Conference, sitting in 4th place in the league, 2.5 games back of first. Has that 8-point lead. You're looking at SMU. 31% shooting in that first half, ties a season low in the first half, and it was a first half that we only saw 5 minutes of action from Jamal McMurray, their leading scorer, one of the top scorers in this league.
Well, McMurray is not starting the second half. Matt Dixon, number 5, is, but this has been the tale of 2 teams, with Jure Foster, without Jure Foster. Without Jure Foster, this team is not as good defensively or offensively. It's just that simple.
Ferron Hunt, short arms the 3. Dixon hustling for that rebound. Dixon a lot of times comes off that bench. He's getting the start in place of McMurray, and there's Jimmy Witt for the bucket. He's got 11.
Well, Jimmy Witt, a definite bright spot in the first half, as he's been all season. He's been consistent.
Taco Fall scored 10 points in the first 7 minutes of the first half, was held scoreless the rest of the way. He'll have a chance going to the line here to add to that. Mentioned Jere Foster, just such a significant loss for this team.
Well, you look at the numbers there, 4 and 7 without him. Look at the opponent's points per game and field goal percentage. I mean, SMU does not defend as well, and they do not score as well when Jere Foster is not healthy, and he may not be healthy for the remainder of the season. Time will tell. I talked to him yesterday. He wants to come back this season. It's just a matter of if his knee heals in time.
And tough going, just 9 healthy scholarship players available today.
Which that's more than usual.
Yeah.
He's been down to 6, 7, and 8 before.
5 on the shot clock. Witt just trying to muscle up that shot, unable to go. UCF ball with an 8-point lead. Yeah, no Jere Foster. 8 and 3 with him in the lineup. 75 wins with him on the floor.
Same story as Shake Milton. This team was a top 25 team, surely an NCAA tournament team a season ago. But when Shake Milton went down, this team just ran out of depth and ran out of their star players.
Colin Smith having himself a nice second half.
Big upside for Colin Smith. He's the guy who has caught my eye as the next really good big guy inside for UCF. See how the ball's stalling for SMU? Remember when they were successful, how the ball was moving? It's too slow right now. It's like they're playing offense in slow motion for these first couple possessions.
4 on the shot clock. Dawkins with the pilfer. Stutter step. Drive and slam for Aubrey Dawkins. Looked like he was going to maybe take that 3 instead. Looked like he was going to lay it in. Says, no, I'll use both of my hands. God gave me 2 of them.
Aubrey Dawkins, known as a three-point threat. Watch the defender. Oh, no, I'm not going to take the 3. I'm going to flush it in your face. That's Aubrey Dawkins.
When Zion and RJ run the floor, it's double the... When Zion and RJ run the floor, it's double the freshmen, double the fun. Oh my.
UCF with a 12-point lead on SMU here on the campus of the Mustangs in Dallas. ESPN's Big Monday doubleheader starts tomorrow, 7 Eastern. Number 3, Virginia. Number 8, North Carolina. And then number 13, Kansas faces a TCU team that just went on the road and beat Iowa State. Games begin 7 Eastern on ESPN. and streaming live on the ESPN app.
How about two freshmen on the same team? R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson average almost 45 points a game. How good is that?
Them hitting, what, 13 threes yesterday? John Gassaway of ESPN.com said Duke hitting threes, learning to hit threes is like when the Velociraptors learned to open doors at Jurassic Park.
That's pretty good.
With the bucket.
I kind of like that.
It's just bad news for everybody.
I'm jealous. I wish I would have thought of it. But I'll beg, borrow, and steal it.
Gosh, Tim and Lexi, they were hiding in that kitchen. You felt they were secure. And that door handle goes open, and it's over. Terrell Allen saves that one to Dawkins. Dawkins working on a nice game with 16 points. Smith backing down. Mike muscles it in.
Never in a hurry, Colin Smith. He has really good pace to his low post game.
And again, still no Jamal McMurray. He's only played 5 minutes in this game. Tough effort there from Witt. Jamal McMurray on the bench with his hoodie up and played 5 minutes of this game. Coming in the first half, yet to see the floor in the second half. No reason disclosed as of yet.
Possibly could be ill.
Taylor to fall, draws the double team. Kicks it out to Allen. 10 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Dawkins rises. Yes!
Boy, is he good. Whew. He is on his game today. Aubrey Dawkins.
Largest lead of the day for UCF. Dawkins already surpassing his season average. He's got 18.
There you go.
Jaguar looked like he got hit in the face after he let that one go. They'll count the basket, no foul, 9-point game.
Well, Ethan Shagwell, a guy that can make buckets in bunches. Number 25 for SMU, and just got one. Might get on a roll here.
UCF shooting 61% from the floor. That's why they only have 2 offensive rebounds. Hard to get a rebound on offense when you don't miss.
Aubrey Dawkins has been unstoppable for UCF. Yeah, I'm a coach's son. I understand this game.
UCF with a 9-point lead. Their head coach, Johnny Dawkins, of course, his career began as a Duke guard, National Player of the Year 1986. Had a teammate by the name of some guy named Jay Billis. Was an NBA guard, had a lengthy career, and then an assistant coach under Coach K. Helped win a national championship back in 01. Had 4 20-win seasons at Stanford. Knows how to coach, and he's proven here at UCF. Had 3 straight losing seasons before he got to Orlando. 24 wins in his first year with the Knights.
He's brought a culture of servant leadership to UCF, which he learned from Mike Krzyzewski, who once upon a time went to West Point, which is also all about servant leadership, and it carries through the Duke family of coaches. I've seen it. I met with Coach Capel last weekend. Of course, was at Marquette last season. And it just permeates through all of those players, coaches that have worked in the Duke system.
Shot clock violation as Smith falls to the floor. SMU with some numbers if they want it. Here's Shagwau's going to pull that one out. I mentioned servant leadership. How does that manifest itself on the floor? Shagwaw short arms a 3.
How many times have we seen UCF make the extra pass today? Find the open player. You look at Dawkins, look at his numbers, okay? Now, he's had a couple of tough rides the last couple of games. And then you look at B.J. Taylor's numbers, who hasn't scored basically at all today. But does he care? No. They're continuing to get the ball to hot hand and Aubrey Dawkins. It's unselfish play. That's what servant leadership means. Taking care of your neighbor, helping everyone else get better on the floor and off the floor.
B.J. Taylor is scoreless today. Mike with the 3, his 3rd 3 of the day.
I feel a run.
Isaiah Mike. 6 straight games with at least 3 made 3-pointers. He's going to probably need to make a couple of more here.
SMU going his zone out of the timeout. Seems just confused UCF a little bit.
Allen tries to drive. That's a kick to Taylor. 3 on the shot clock, and Taylor is on the board.
The one thing about B.J. Taylor I know, when UCF needs him, he will be there.
Took 26 minutes of game action, but Taylor, the 6th leading scorer in the league, is on the board with 3 points. Witt draws the double. Here's Dawkins. Dawkins 1-on-2. Working on Witt and Mike. Nearly gets it picked from Witt, and it is a steal. Here's White. Nice effort there by Jimmy Witt. Kick out 3. Shagwaw, he's fouled. Look at the hustle there from SMU. Didn't fall.
How do you help your team come back? Okay, Jimmy Witt makes one mistake. He turns the ball over, but he doesn't make 2. He just ball hawks that basketball. He's like a Labrador on a duck at this point. He just wants that ball to give it to his teammate. Shagwell wide open, that will go to the line. That's Jimmy Witt. That's why he's so diverse, so effective, and such a great competitor.
Shagwell with the free throw. Ethan Shagwell has dealt with some foul issues recently. He's got a couple here today. 2 for 2 so far from the line. He's played with 4 fouls in 6 of his last 10 league games. And that just cannot happen for a team this thin as Fall comes in, as does Frank Burtz. Smith and Allen. Dawkins checking out. Richard Taco Fall, who had 10 points in the first 7 minutes of this game. He still has 10. What have they done differently to defend him?
They did a better job of pushing him out away from the basket. Remember, he was getting early position inside of the take the charge arc early in this game. He's not able to live there anymore. Look at Shagwell pushing him out.
Double team from Hunt. Taylor rises for 3. Good defense there from Jimmy Witt. If SMU's going to make it run, it might as well be now. Shagwell for 3. Boom! Shagwell only shooting 15% from 3 in his last 4 games. Picked a good day to hit a couple.
Isaiah Mike with the unselfish play to Ethan Shagwell. Mike's been a guy that's made shots. Defenders got to pay attention. Shagwell now starting to get it going. Banged the three, got fouled from the three, and then returns the favor with another three ball.
SMU pulls to within 3, 12:40 to go in the second half. It has been quite a stretch. Tim Jankovic saying, I've been coaching for 30 years. I cannot remember more heartbreaking games back to back to back. Lose at Wichita State. I was on the call for that one. Samaje Haynes-Jones, game winner with a second to go. Go to Cincy. Jamal McMurray misses a game-tying three with a handful of seconds left. And then at USF, David Collins, a three-pointer with 6 seconds to go after they came back to take that lead. 3 straight losses by a combined 8 points, all being decided in the final 5 seconds, 6 seconds. That can wear on you as a team already dealing with a lack of depth, but they keep on fighting.
Well, psychologically, it can be damaging, and Jamal McMurray has basically been non-existent in this game. Without their top scorer, this team is competing at a high level today against the preseason pick for the championship of the American.
No Jure Foster, of course, been out for a while with an injury. Jamal McMurray's only played 5+ minutes today. 3rd leading scorer in the league. Allen, no. Chance to tie here for the Mustang.
It's a bad shot. Not balanced.
And a foul on Frank Burtz.
So you've got Shagwell, number 25 in white with the hot hand, has the ball. Jimmy Witt will look at him along with Isaiah Mike. Keep your eye on number 15, Isaiah Mike. Good defense on Mike.
Dayon Griffin read the scouting report and fall with the big block. And it'll be a foul on Isaiah Mike. UCF 49-46. Mark Adams heading to the Knights huddle. Straight ahead at the under 12. In the huddle was our very own Mark Adams, sidling up to the huddle. You're a sidler, Mark. They should give you a box of Tic Tacs so they know when you're coming. But there you were. What did you hear from Johnny Dawkins in that huddle?
Johnny Dawkins is most concerned about matchups on the defensive end, so Taco Fall will match up with Hunt. Why? Because he wants his other 4 quicker defenders to get into Shagwell, get into Isaiah Mike, and make sure that you talk, switch screens, get through screens, and get into their shooters on the defensive end.
Taylor got Witt in the air, left, Dawkins open for 3. All started with the ball movement and then the pump fake from B.J. Taylor. Dawkins swishes.
Yeah, the other point in that huddle was make sure you get spacing, spread the floor, find the open man. Of course, Aubrey Dawkins has been the recipient of that throughout the game. Now it's about getting into shooters, specifically Shagwa and Isaiah Mike.
Dawkins has 21 points on 3 threes. Shagwa, no. Witt tries to keep that alive, and he does.
The big key is taking Jimmy Witt, keep him out of gaps in the defense. Once he gets in, there's a mismatch here with Isaiah Mike, and he reads it.
Mike kicks it to Shagwa, 15 on the shot clock. Mike for 3.
Because Taco Fall got caught on a switch with Isaiah Mike, SMU high basketball IQ picked on Fall from the three-point line. Really good offense that time from SMU.
Isaiah Mike is on a tear from beyond the arc. Again, 6 straight games with at least 3 made threes. He's got 4 of them today. Griffin for 3. Turnover for the Mustangs.
Really smart basketball. Isaiah Mike gives it up, but he's got Taco Fall on him, so he circles back around, and Shagwa reads it. That is high IQ basketball that time by SMU. Take what the defense gives you. See a mismatch, you expose it.
67% of SMU shot attempts have come from beyond the arc today. 32 of their 48 attempts.
SMU really extending that zone. Look for gap passes and gap dribble penetration. B.J. Taylor from deep, he's feeling it, man.
Scoreless in the first half. He's got 6 in the first 9.5.
Go-to guy, number 1 in black for UCF.
Doesn't have to score to impact the game. Used to be ball dominant, playing off the ball a lot with Terrell Allen in the game. Lets them close out on Mike. Mike shakes Dawkins, can't hit the 3. Young can't get the rebound. Six-point lead for the Knights. Dayon Griffin, spin move, nice dish to Smith, rejected by Hunt. And a foul on Colin Smith. Good defensive possession there for the Mustangs.
Boy, and Hunt with really good activity as the backside defender, changing that shot by Colin Smith inside. Hunt has shown the ability to play good help side position and recover defense, and just stays with the play right there.
Six-point deficit for the Mustangs. Losers of 3 straight. All those losses by 5 points or fewer. Lost 5 of 6. Mike.
Fall out of the game. UCF becomes a little smaller, but a lot quicker. They can switch off screens more.
Jankovic asking him to spread out to make room for Witt. Can't get that one to fall. Mike, strong offensive rebound.
He's doing a lot of little things in this half to help this team win.
Floater, Hunt.
Athletic finish, shooting down at the rim.
SMU staying in this game. A dozen offensive rebounds for the Stangs.
B.J. Taylor wants it. There he is.
Tough shot, flips it down to Smith. Oh, it looked like Dixon had all ball. He's got to cover his mouth before he says something wrong. Foul on Matt Dixon.
That sure looked clean live and sounded clean live. I know what a hand sounds like on top of a basketball, slapping it down, and that's exactly what it sounded like.
See if we get you another look at that. There's Smith at the free throw line. Top ranked boxing tonight, 7 Eastern on ESPN. ESPN Deportes. WBC junior welterweight title holder Jose Ramirez defends his belt for the 2nd time. This one against Jose Zepeda in our main event. The entire undercard starts streaming at 4 Eastern on ESPN Plus in English and in Spanish. Smith gets a couple of gift free throws, and it's a 6-point lead for the Knights. Shagwa Trying to take advantage of a mismatch against Allen. Mike Witt's got an open look. Drives. Yes.
Somehow he gets to scoring spaces. Somehow, somewhat. Everybody knows he's not a three-point shooter, but somehow he gets into his rhythm and spaces that he loves.
Witt's got a team-high 17. Woo! Dayon Griffin for three.
Three-ball guy with guts. Dayon Griffin. UCF now goes back to their 2-3 zone.
SMU's hit 10 threes. UCF's hit 6, but they're shooting 50%, only taking 12 of them from beyond the arc. 7-point deficit for the Mustangs. 8 on the shot clock. Extra pass, Hunt, 3. Critical juncture here for SMU.
Well, without B.J. Taylor in the game, Aubrey Dawkins, number 15, has been the guy they've looked to. There he is with the ball.
Dawkins with a game-high 21 points. Dixon with a steal, and we're going to foul on Terrell Allen.
Dayon Griffin. You need a guy that can tell the crowd to sit down and shut up when things are going good. Dayon Griffin just did it. Thank you very much from 3.
Couple of kids knowing what to do with the free programs they hand out. UCF with a 60-53 lead on SMU. 7 minutes to go here in this second half. 64% of SMU shot attempts have come from 3. Gonna have to hit a few more here down the stretch.
And when you've got a guy 6'9" that can roll out, see over smaller defenders and knock it down, and 6'8" that can roll out and knock it down. That's Ethan Chagwa and Isaiah Mike. And here they are tandem together. Little pitch back like an option quarterback back to Chagwa. 6'9", 6'8". Those two guys are banging the 3-ball now.
A little more efficient in the second half. 4 of 9 after a 6 of 25 performance in that first half. Isaiah Mike's got 14. Witt's got 17 here for the Mustangs.
UCF switching up back to man-to-man now, trying to get out on the shooters.
Little ball movement. Witt finds the lane. Dishes inside to Isaiah Mike.
If Jimmy Witt was when Harry Potter, he'd be in Slytherin. He just slithers through defenses.
He did lift his feet, though, which now they're back scrambling, and a foul on Nat Dixon. Slytherin.
Look at Jimmy Witt. He just finds, I mean, there's 4 guys there. He still finds the space, draws all of them to him, and Isaiah, the the recipient. Isaiah Mike, the recipient of the magic wand flick.
Okay, that's 2 Harry Potter references. The quota is 2. That's it.
I'm done.
That's it.
I'm
6:24 to go. Enough.
What was the other one?
Well, the Slytherin thing. Harry Potter. 2. Allen kicks to Griffin for 3. Rebound here, Mike. 5-point game. 6 and change to go. Mike! He's a 3-point threat, but he looks like a layup artist as well. We got a 3-point game.
Here come the Mustangs.
And a foul on Mike. Mike's got 18, Mark.
Isaiah Mike could see he had a mismatch. Look at lower his shoulder. Low pads win, even in football. And then the block foul right here. I love this league. We got Houston and Cincinnati later on today. Wichita State's getting better as we speak. Got Tulsa getting better every day. Knocked off Temple yesterday.
South Florida,
how good have they been?
Taylor, no. Fall doesn't get the rebound. It goes to Mike. Mike's got a double-double now. That's his 10th rebound of the afternoon. Dixon. Mike, kick, open 3, Witt. What a flat shot. Oh, look at the American Athletic Conference, and again, where they stand right now. This according to Joel and Artie. Houston has a 4, Cincy has a 7, UCF. Little bubblicious, 2 bubblicious for Johnny Dawkins' liking right now.
Houston's going to settle in somewhere 2, 3, 4. Cincinnati, depending on how they play against each other.
In the conference
Cincinnati's going to be in that 4, 5, 6, 7 range. UCF right now, bubble team. Temple, bubble team. Huge opportunity for UCF today and down the stretch with their schedule. Smith inside with the tip.
Just the 3rd offensive rebound for UCF on the afternoon. Don't get a lot of putbacks on the offensive end when you're shooting better than 54%.
8 teams in the top 100 from the American. A lot of opportunity to improve your resume.
Mike fouled on the 3-point attempt. When you're a 3-point threat, sometimes you get a little too close to comfort on the defensive end. Colin Smith, his 3rd foul, team 6th, 5th, check that. And Mike will go to the line. Say Mike's really been a revelation over the last few weeks of the season here for Tim Jankovic.
I saw him as a freshman at Duquesne and just loved his game. And when I heard he came here to SMU, I knew we were going to be entertained.
4 made 3s on the day. This is his first foul shot. Last 4 games entering today, 70% from 3. Will continue to jinx him from the line as we talk him up. Sports Center tonight, 10 Eastern. John Anderson, Steve Levy, highlights and reaction from Lakers Sixers. Plus, Tom Rinaldi reveals the KD behind the headlines and how the Cowboys may answer some of their biggest contract questions of the offseason. Sports Center tonight, ESPN and the ESPN app. Isaiah Mike misses all 3 of his free throws.
Wow.
That's an 80% free throw shooter. Missing 3 from the charity stripe. Dawkins makes him pay.
How can he be that open? I mean, how can he be that open? Aubrey Dawkins has proven he's going to make shots in the Moody Coliseum. And he's continuing to make them.
His 4th 3 of the day. He's got 24 points to lead all scores. Witt, no. And now we're entering a danger zone for SMU. UCF shooting 46% from beyond the arc today with 7 made 3s.
I will bet you that B.J. Taylor, number 1 in black, or Aubrey Dawkins going to take this shot.
Allen making you a loser on your bet. Here's Dixon with the rebound.
B.J. Taylor was open.
Gonna need some of these. Tries to draw fall. Witt shaking on fall. Tries to throw that one up and no shot. That's a foul on the floor. And SMU will inbound after the break. We've reached the under 4. It's an 8-point Knights lead here at Moody.
A Sonic blockbuster season continues. Number 2, Duke. Number 16, Louisville. Tuesday at 9 on ESPN. A Sonic blockbuster season continues. Number 2, Duke. Number 16, Louisville. Tuesday at 9 on ESPN.
UCF with a 65-57 lead here in the second half. 3:39 to go, and for UCF, look, either team could use a win here. 3 straight losses for SMU, but for UCF, a team that has NCAA tournament aspirations, Johnny Dawkins' club, losers a 2 of 3, 46 in the net. Got to get a W here on the road.
It is crucial time. It's February, and here's where you put up or shut up. And Jimmy Witt just put it up and knocked it down.
46 in the net ranking. The new metric being used by the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee.
And because SMU is number 115, this would rank as a quadrant 2 road win if UCF can hold on, and that's significant for them.
B.J. Taylor, did he take steps? He did. 10th turnover for the Knights. 6-point game here. What do you want SMU to run?
Big possession. You got 2 big shooters, Ethan Shagwa and Isaiah Mike, and Jimmy Witt with dribble penetration. Witt.
To put that one over the 8-foot 4-inch wingspan. Taco Fall. It's a quick shot for the Mustangs.
And Witt usually has been looking for those big shooters. That time decided to go ahead and put it up.
Gonna work the clock here. 10 on the shot clock. Taylor. Witt defending. Allen throws it into Fall, and Mike with the steal.
Boy, Aubrey Dawkins and B.J. Taylor not even getting to touch that possession.
Shagwa for 3. Well, wasted trips for the Mustangs, 6-point deficit.
That felt like a shot where SMU wanted to score 6 points in 1 possession. It doesn't work that way.
And a timeout for the Knights with that 6-point lead. And just Johnny Dawkins' club, losers a 2 of 3, preseason pick to win the league.
You know, Matt, in these kind of situations, it's important for your team to know who your closers are. And B.J. Taylor has been a closer. He's the guy, you want the ball in his hands, you want him to make decisions with the ball. And then you got Aubrey Dawkins, who has been really good off the dribble from the 3-point line. Those are the 2 guys who I want to get quality touches in that possession. Now, the flip side for Tim Jankovic, you know that coming out. So what are you going to do? You're going to overplay Taylor. You're going to overplay Dawkins.
B.J. Taylor with just 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting in 34 minutes of action. He averages 17 a game, 6th leading scorer. He's got 7 assists, though. A couple of rebounds, only 2 turnovers, has a steal. He can fill it up. He can impact the game outside of scoring the basketball.
Mariano Rivera just went into the Hall of Fame. Best closer in baseball history, right? You got to know who your closer is in basketball, too. B.J. Taylor's a closer.
Is he the unanimous pick for the closer?
If I guess I'm the only one with a vote. So yes, he is. There he is.
Gets the high screen. Taylor all the way. Mark Adams, you might know something about this sport. He might have closed the deal with 2 minutes to go. Did you just drop the mic? Did you leave?
I didn't want to brag.
With the lefty lane, and we'll have a timeout. Just drop the headset, just walk out of the arena.
Just drop the mic. Well, head for my flight. Game's over. It's not.
You got a 6-point game.
6-point game.
SMU has been in these situations a lot and been on the short end. We mentioned the game against Wichita, which was a buzzer-beating loss in the final second. At Cincinnati, McMurray misses a game-tying 3 with 5 seconds left. And in the most recent game, David Collins, 3-pointer with 6 seconds to go to give the Bulls the win. See if they can get back in here. It's a 2-possession game, but SMU hanging tough here.
Jimmy Witt, really good job of exploring the defense and making plays. And here's your closer. Here's B.J. Taylor, who just simply blows by the defender, gets the layup, and then Jimmy Witt returns the favor. Guard versus guard against B.J. Taylor, and goes and lays it up.
Witt's got 21. Taylor's got only 8. But hit a big shot there, and we'll see who they go to here. All right, you were 1 for 1. They going to Taylor again here?
I like the full court pressure from SMU, and yeah, you keep going back to your go-to guy. SMU communicating matchups now.
And a milk clock again. 2-possession game.
Here he goes.
Allen. This is to Smith, and a foul on Isaiah Mike. That is his 3rd, and that should send the Knights to the line for a 1-and-1.
And remember, this is basically without Jamal McMurray, who's either sick or not. Hasn't been reported either way. Hasn't played the whole second half. Played 5 minutes, I think, in the first half.
Well, he wasn't sick enough to play 5 minutes in that first half. Leads you to believe it might be something else going on. We won't speculate any further, but there he is, sitting in the hoodie on the bench. You saw him at shoot-around yesterday. Yeah,
and he didn't seem as engaged.
3rd leading scorer in the league.
Could have been illness, but we honestly don't know.
Shagwah trying to get that shot up. They won't give him the shot attempt as Deion Griffin crashes into Shagwah. Shagwah will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Matt, see what happens when you're a 6'9" guy, an effective 3-point shooter, and coach is yelling at you, run him off the line, get him off the 3-point line, make him put the ball on the floor, and he gives you a little lift fake, and you don't have the right angle. Next thing you know, he's shooting 3 free throws. The value of size and skill. Ethan Shagwah with the 1-on-1, excuse me.
Yeah, saw Isaiah Mike miss all 3 of his free throws after being fouled on a 3-point attempt. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Here's Shagwah, 67% from the line. Good on his first, good on his second, and it's once again a 6-point game. Just can't cross that threshold here. Got to get a stop or a steal.
Here comes the press.
Allen gets it to Taylor. Foul or defend here?
I go ahead and defend. You've got time. Defend through.
13 on the shot clock, 50 on the game clock. Taylor, 5 on the clock. Dawkins, no, looked like it was tipped. 3 on the shot clock. Got to get the shot up. Allen, no, did not hit rim. That's a violation. They do defend. They do hold SMU ball.
Yeah, with 38.5 seconds, now you look for a quick hitter here if you've got it in your magician's box, which I believe Tim Jankovic does, which could give you a few seconds on the backside of the 30-second clock, but you want to attack quickly here.
The roll to Witt. We'll see how quickly they attack here. Mike, quick 3. Rebound, Dawkins, and a foul for Witt.
Well, tremendous gritty defense allowed for the next possession to turn this from a 2-point possession game into possibly a 1. Just scrambling defense by SMU and the shot clock violation. The good news for UCF, they burned the entire possession. And then SMU came down with a quick hit shot, didn't knock it down. And now Dawkins goes to the line, has been the man of the day for UCF.
Look at those free throws, 10 of 11. SMU has missed 5. Remember, when Isaiah Mike missed those 3 free throws, Dawkins came down at the other end.
Yep.
Hit that 3.
It's all those little things. And those are little things that SMU has lost at times without Dre Foster.
And today, without Jamal McMurray.
Yep.
We say 9 healthy scholarship athletes. More like 8 today.
Yep.
Regardless of what's wrong with McMurray. Witt, yes, off the glass. He's got 23. 6-point game, 25 seconds to go. Again, McMurray, top 3 scorer in the league, averaging 18 a game, 7 20-point games. You'll live in the land of hypotheticals for the rest of the night, wondering what would have happened had McMurray gone today. As you see him not terribly enthused with the score, 18 a game.
Well, and the bigger story of this game is UCF, as Jamal McMurray just looks on today in the second half, and their opportunity to go on the road in Dallas against a team that would represent a good win for them, a quadrant 2 win for them, and now with a 6-point lead, an opportunity to do just that.
UCF looking for just their 3rd true road win of the season, and will avoid back-to-back losses for the first time. It has not happened this year. Of course, coming off that loss to Houston. It was their first home league loss of the year. UCF 6-point lead coming off the loss to Houston. You got Houston and Cincinnati coming up later on today. That is must-see TV. And you look at UCF, they got a game against Cincinnati coming up in about a week and a half.
And that spells opportunity for UCF. They need marquee wins. They need to get off that 11 seed line, as Joe Lunardi has him right now. They're at Cincinnati. They're at South Florida, the resurgent program. They're at Houston. They have Cincinnati at home and at Temple. As you look at the resume, it's 16-5. BPI rank, which is our ESPN in-house ranking system, at 51. The net is at 46. And by the way, the BPI is also considered by the committee. Lunardi has them as an 11 seed right now. Wins over Alabama and Temple, and the key loss to FAU. And now they've got to hold on here in Dallas.
UCF going to use a timeout here. Jankovic wanted a foul away from the basketball on a push-off from Taylor. Not getting it, but they do use their final timeout.
So, Matt, in these kinds of situations offensively, oftentimes what you see is all the jerseys running to the ball. Whenever you bring 4 jerseys to the ball, you end up with 4 defenders coming to it as well. Now, good recognition on the out-of-bounds play of calling the timeout, but all of a sudden you see all those jerseys flowing to the ball. I will bet you right now that Johnny Dawkins is looking for a home run ball to somebody. Look for something long to stretch a defender or 2 to create space to get the ball in bounds.
UCF losers of 2 of their last 3. Johnny Dawkins in his 3rd season as head coach. They've dealt with scholarship issues as well. Last year only had 7 because of injuries. Aubrey Dawkins being one of those. Unable to go last year after a shoulder injury. Well, he's certainly made up for lost time. Game high 26 points today on 4 made threes. You've seen UCF, you've seen Cincinnati. Get to see Houston later on today facing Cincinnati. I've had them a couple of times. Where do you peg UCF in the pecking order here in the American?
Well, I think they're the 3rd best team in the American, which certainly is good enough for an NCAA bid if they finish their business against that tough schedule. But Houston is elite to me. Yeah. Houston is Elite 8, Final Four-ish type of team. I think what Cincinnati has done with the freight train and Jaron Cumberland, and with the parts and pieces around him, the way Mick Cronin has built that defensive system, and offensively the focal point of Cumberland, who's very unselfish, they are hard to guard. And then you got UCF with B.J. Taylor, Aubrey Dawkins. You have a differentiated talent in the marketplace, and Taco Fall inside. Those are the top 3 teams, and then Temple's not bad with Shiz Alston and Quentin Rose either.
Inbound to Taylor. Gonna have to foul somebody. See what they decide to do. Dawkins not the guy you want to foul, but you can't defend forever, and they do get the steal.
You're out of bounds, white ball.
And Taylor out of bounds. Looked like he deflected the ball out of bounds. Taylor's foot was on the baseline, on the end line, excuse me. Sideline is the third incorrect word we'll use there. And it'll be SMU ball with 14 seconds to go. Got to get a quick shot here, obviously.
And again, you've got size defenders like Shagwa and Isaiah Mike that can see over smaller defenders.
Here's Wicks, a 6-point game. Offensive foul on Shagwa. Lowering the shoulder into Allen. Wow.
Tremendous preparation here by UCF. This isn't an accident. Look, Allen is camping on that shoulder. That's preparation. That's not an accident.
Six-point game, 11 seconds to go. Got to get a steal here. No timeouts, remember, for either team. Here, UCF, you can hold on to that ball for 5 seconds and be all right. That'll do it. Not going to shoot that one. And UCF avoids back-to-back losses and takes down SMU by a count of 71-65. And for SMU, that's their 4th consecutive loss and have lost 6 of their last 7. Well, thanks to Dan Forsell and Herman Hudson, a couple of sports information directors helping us out. Booth coordinator Craig Costa, producer Mike Dressman, director Alex Seaver, Craig and audio, stats Scott Farrell. Appreciate it. UCF with a 71-65 win. For Mark Adams, I'm Matt Schick. Thanks for watching from Moody.